Wow. It's been such a long time. Who found you?
I did. Elizabeth's shoe? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, Luke. Luke Ski, the great Luke Ski. My new album, 4th Grade Talent Show, is available right now at lukeski.bandcamp.com.
Why do you have an Elizabeth shoe puppet? Do you also have a Tom Cruise puppet so you can reenact? Ow! Having the weirdest sense of deja vu.
Ow! Jerk! I'm from your past. I came here in a web series you invented.
This is literally what my nightmares are like.
It's your camera, jerk! Something's gotta be done about your camera!
Why are you speaking in movie?
I don't know, it's all I know how to do! Look, I know you can't go back to Disneyland anymore, so why don't you just go to some non-Disney park that has, less with the, characters in line?
There's no one over there.
Here.
What's this for? Ow! I loved you in Hollow, man.
Shut up!
Rides? Where we're going, they don't have that many rides.
What the hell is going on here?
To all who come to this reasonably content place, welcome. I'm some jerk with a camera.
Universal Studios Hollywood, the other movie theme park in the state that makes America's biggest export. The park that Laemmle built and Spielberg rebuilt. The park that's a studio first and a park roughly ninth, with such innovative, groundbreaking rides as the simulator, the 3D simulator, the other 3D simulator, the ride with a bunch of 3D simulators, the upcoming ride with a bunch of regular simulators, and the studio tour that includes a 3D simulator, soon to be 2 3D simulators! And also the water ride, the roller coaster, the stunt show, and the spinny thing. Basically, if Disneyland is the Beatles of theme parks, Universal's more like the Rolling Stones. A lot less variety, but a lot more attitude.
It's a park for the people, where admission is $7 whole cheaper than a day at Disneyland. If you don't want any fast passes.
Front of the line pass? Why yes, I am better than everyone. I'll take 2. Sucker. Ow!
But they will sell you an annual pass for the same price as a one-day admission. And if you don't feel like paying for parking, you can get here via the LA subway. Go ahead, try it. It's like if the monorail was depressed.
Welcome aboard the Metro Red Line. Nobody likes me, I smell like vomit, and the world is a shallow void of meaningless emptiness. Doors open on the left at Vermont and Sunset.
And most importantly, Universal contains far fewer of the lies that left me no choice but to leave Disneyland forever. But that's all in the past. Time now to move forward into the distant past.
Jerk, what are you doing? Where the hell are you?
Why, I appear to be at Universal Studios. Where the hell are you?
Branson, Missouri. What's it look like?
Yeah, JD and I flew all the way from Middle America just to cameo in your show.
Sorry, Arthur Knowledge of Quest for Geekdom and JD of Comics Are Awesome, both of which can be found at geekvision.tv. I don't do Disneyland anymore.
You're a theme park reviewer. You can't just ignore Walt's Anaheim Pleasure Fortress.
I'm on Channel Awesome now, bitches. I can ignore whatever I want. Enjoy your measles.
I had to sell a kidney to pay for this trip. Not my kidney, but still.
You've made a very powerless enemy, jerk. A very powerless enemy.
Normally at this point in the video I'd discuss the history of Universal, but it seems some other review show already did that, so instead I'll jump right into reviewing one of Universal's most iconic rides ever, Back to the Future.
The ride! Yes, for 14 glorious years, the adventures of Marty McFly and Dr. Emmett Brown continued in thrill ride form. minus Marty McFly, since Michael J. Fox was too expensive and no one was returning Eric Stoltz's calls. But we still had Christopher Lloyd to play the real Doc Hollywood. As I mentioned, it was the first of many, many motion simulator rides this park would open, because what cheaper way is there to ride the movies than with movies that jostle about in perfect sync with a ride vehicle?
And if you remember my ABC retrospective, you know it'll take me a long time to review every simulator they got in this park. Possibly years even. Who knows how much time I might take between each video to get every single tiny little minute detail exactly right. What do you people want now?
Ah! Internet fame!
Jerk, refresh my memory. What were the rules for submitting to the site?
I am over 18.
2 videos a month!
Well, is it my fault months are so short?
Jerk, we're trying to run a business, and if you can't keep up with the demands of our business, I'm sure Spazmaster would more than enjoy your slot.
No, not Spaz. He takes orders directly from Figment.
All right then, 2 videos a month. Oh, one more thing. You did say you were reviewing the Back to the Future ride, correct?
Back to the Future, the ride, yes.
Well, according to section 127-Q of the Channel Awesome bylaws, every review of a Back to the Future product must contain a bad Doc Brown impression from an extended cameo.
Okay, we got a lot of people to get through, so please, no introductions. Just do your best bad Doc Brown impression and we'll get back to you.
Great Scott, Marty! The pothole is going to consume the whole universe!
Next.
My God, Marty! Why didn't you tell me she was a man?
Next. I'm afraid you're just too darn loud.
It's your kids, Marty! They're assholes!
It's 1.121 gigawatts! Have you tried the new iPhone? It was a baby! I can't breathe!
It's pronounced Big Booty!
I'm shrinking, Marty! Shrinking! Because there's no more White Castles anymore, Marty!
Marty! Marty, you get back in that car right this instant! I need you to go back to the future for me! Who's Doc Brown?
Does the cameo have to be from a Channel Awesome producer?
There's one worse, far worse, that they say is one of the worst movies of all time. Oh.
I'll take that as a no.
Great Scott, motherfucker!
No.
You've got to get back to Disneyland before the Game Mafia takes over!
Nice try.
Don't forget to stay DeLorean!
Wrong Doc!
Great! Scoot!
Next Saturday night, we're sending you back to the furniture future!
Da 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 da. That's a line, right?
According to this almanac, the Angels win the pennant!
If my calculations are correct, once I finish Popeye's red beans and rice, I'm gonna take a serious shit.
Marty! I can explain!
I've done it, Marty! I've created multiple orgasms for men!
And every time you masturbate, you kill your children. He was a priest, right? That's what I'm playing?
I'm Christopher Lloyd.
I can't do it. They're all just too darn loud.
You have to pick someone!
Fine, I choose this tree. Congratulations, tree. You're my official bad Doc Brown impression. What do you have to say?
That sure is some wacky science babble there. Now will you please make like Doc Brown and get out of here so I can continue my review?
You started?
Like so many things that alter history for no reason, this ride is all George Lucas's fault. In 1986, George invited his good friend Steven Spielberg to check out his shiny new Disneyland ride a few months early. Reportedly, George just couldn't stop praising the Imagineers, swearing that no other theme park could possibly ever match the glory of Star Tours in a million cajillion...
Nobody calls me Chicken George. Nobody!
And sure enough, the very next day, Spielberg went back to Universal to pitch, essentially, Star Tours with DeLoreans. Star Detourians, if you will.
Then again, the ride is a time machine, so how do we know? Disney, it's Marvin! Your cousin, Marvin Land? You know that new ride you're looking for? Well, listen to this!
What am I listening to?
Listen to this!
I don't have any cousins. I'm a place.
Listen to this! Listen to this! Listen to this!
I'm hanging up now. So, goodbye.
I'm helping! I'm helping!
Still, if you're gonna rip something off, at least make it bigger and better, and Back to the Future was both. Star Tours was an enclosed, sealed-in fake spaceship with a fairly obvious film screen, no wind or fog effects, and a character no one had ever heard of. Back to the Future was Doc freaking Brown piloting a fake DeLorean convertible through wind and fog effects in front of a 7-story Omnimax dome! Long before every AMC multiplex slapped the IMAX logo on their biggest screen to jack up ticket prices, Universal immersed our entire field of vision in this wacky adventure through time.
You become the leading character and you're thrust into the proscenium arch. And that to me is a piece of cinema. And I'm very disappointed that it's never been reviewed that way.
Until now, motherfucker! And it's true, at that time, very few people had seen anything on a screen that big before. And the promotion for it didn't play up the giant screen all that much, which made the surprise all the better. Not that you really could convey that kind of scope in a mere TV commercial. Or web series. Almost makes one feel pathetically inadequate, in fact. But that's never stopped me before!
Even beyond Spielberg and Zemeckis, Back to the Future the ride had quite the pedigree. It was directed by visual effects pioneer and silent running director Douglas Trumbull and written by a young up-and-comer named Peyton Reed, who went on to direct several beloved TV and film comedy classics before deciding to let millions of internet douchebags forever call him Edgar Wrong. He also made a Back to the Future TV special hosted by Kirk Cameron, of all people.
Is there gonna be a Back to the Future Part 4?
Well, it doesn't look likely, partner. But you know, Back to the Future will live on in Back to the Future the Ride. It opens in November of 1990 at Universal Studios, Florida.
That is, of course, if the rapture doesn't happen first. Until then, enjoy your fictional science, heathens. I'm gonna be the 13th apostle!
And the cowardly Apostle Kirk said, I'll do it for 29 pieces.
After 6 more months of delays, the ride opened in Florida on May 2nd, 1991, and in '93, it finally premiered at the very studio Hill Valley called home. The premise is, after the events of the movies, Doc Brown founds the Institute of Future Technology, where apparently no one bothered to go to the future to get better computer graphics.
Look, spinning double pyramid thing, I know you're just trying to help, but nothing will ever spin like her.
What do you know? I caught it. We enter the queue and watch monitors showing the history of Doc Brown's signature inventions.
Brown's insatiable thirst for scientific knowledge
was so insatiable he invented an invisible cameraman to get Marty in shot.
The following is a sub-ether transmission from the year 2015.
Aha! It works! Greetings, volunteers! Doc Brown here! Asshole! I am currently traveling down the Hill Valley Skyway in the year 2015.
They're reopening the Skyway this year? All is forgiven. I'm going to Disneyland! We also get to see some of Doc's excursions in temporal tourism.
Time travel has become not only a reality, but an adventuresome pastime for noted scientist Dr. Emmett Brown.
Almost as noted as Florida's Xanadoc, the fourth dimension's largest pleasure institute.
Doc Brown is on hand for the Wright brothers' first flight. Thomas Edison, Albert Einstein, Richard Nixon, Paul, Ringo, George, John, and Doc Brown.
Well, if Doc's just gonna steal Forrest Gump's life like it was a box of chocolates to steal from a baby boomer, then why not just combine every Zemeckis film?
Doc Brown disguises himself as a Toontown judge so he can hijack the Polar Express and show Ebenezer Scrooge his future. A future where Jodie Foster hears aliens and flies up to meet them, but the pilot's a drunk, so they crash land on the desert island where Forrest Gump lives. There they find the El Corazon stone and make an eternal youth potion that possesses Harrison Ford's wife or something, so they all sneak into the Beatles hotel room at the New Deal used car lot. Beowulf.
Dr. Emmett Brown here. Please pardon the crudity of my broadcast signal, but I'm coming to you from the year 2015.
What a coincidence, me too.
I've managed to rewire this hovercam so that I can beam transmissions to you people back in the present. It seems that Biff is loose, somewhere in time. But just where or rather when he is, I'm not quite sure. But keep your eyes open. The one thing I do know is that Biff will most certainly use time travel for his own personal gain.
Yeah, but Biff wasn't exactly what you'd call a criminal mastermind. He was mostly just in the right time and place to overhear you. Any unscrupulous bastard might have done the same, including your own sidekick. If you really don't want time travel abused, maybe you shouldn't be yelling about it in public!
Brace yourselves, time travel volunteers. Restoring the space-time continuum. Crossing the time barrier is not for the weak at heart. Bringing back even the smallest items from the future can create the most incredible complications.
Yeah, I got the MacGuffin in my back pocket. It contains all the power of the universe, and whoever possesses it can destroy the galaxy. Yeah, my back left pocket. Yeah, I'll check to make sure it's still there in about an hour or so. And I wrote the activation code on the MacGuffin to make sure I don't forget it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My luggage too, that's so weird.
And of course, a montage of some of Doc's lesser-known inventions.
Automated flapjack maker, the canine cafeteria, Dynomatic spray gun, Staticomatic electric hair chair,
The deep-thinking, mind-reading helmet. The ultimate thinking cap. A penny for my thoughts.
I gotta stop wearing this to poker night. I've lost half my funding.
Thanks to my agri-waste fuel conversion system, what was once manure is now a clean-burning fuel pellet.
Your invention, my ass! You kidnapped Nibbler! Do you have any idea how vengeful Matt Groening is? There's no telling what he'll do to retaliate.
Finally, Bill Brown, the science clown, shows us why we're here in the first place.
It's this baby that will send you across a space-time continuum one day into the future.
Because that's what tourists want, less vacation time. That's way better than killing Hitler. Say, after we're done, is there any way we can escape from tomorrow? What the hell was that? Then, if you're stuck in line long enough, the pre-show video starts all over again.
Brown's insatiable thirst for scientific knowledge
Was so insatiable, he invented an invisible cameraman. What? I'm deliberately taking my sweet-ass time to get to the bloody point to replicate the experience of waiting online forever. Only without the fresh air or friends to converse with.
How the hell do you expect to do 2 episodes a month at this rate?
Michelle! Where are you?
You're mine.
Hi, I'm Billy Zane. Have you ever said to yourself, hey, I could do a better Doc Brown impression than that dumb tree? Well, you probably could, and here's your chance to prove it. Introducing the Show Me Your Doc sweepstakes. Here's how it works. Just staple your best bad Doc Brown impression to a 3x5 index card and mail it to Scruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois 60652, and be sure to ask for your free activity book. I want it! It's 2015? Oh, well, forget all that then. Just film yourself doing a bad Doc Brown impression in costume, just a makeshift white wig and white coat will do. Upload it to YouTube, preferably as an unlisted video, and tweet me the link with the hashtag #ShowMeYourDoc. I will not accept download links, only YouTube links. The deadline is Tuesday, April 21st, 2015 at noon Pacific Standard Time. Get your bad Doc Brown impression of me by then, and it just might be seen in part 3 of this very review. So get crackin', concerned citizens. Now's your chance to show me your doc.
What's up, Doc? What's cooking? What's up, Doc? Oh, you're looking for Bugs Bunny bunting. Duck is gonna hunting just to get a rabbit skin, but now the rabbit's gonna get. What's up, Doc? What's cooking? Hey, look out! Stop! You're gonna hurt someone with that old shotgun. Hey, what's up, Doc?
Dreidel, 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 I made you out of clay.
Used cars, everybody's got one to trade. Used cars, everybody's got one to sell. Used car buyer, take care.
buyer beware.